Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Incendio. Reparo. Incendio. Reparo. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Reparo. Accio. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Accio. Lumos. Incendio.
Ah! Oh.
Accio. Reparo.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone! Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting table.
I do wonder about Professor
Yes,
Fig.
Professor.
He's hardly
Firstly,
ever in
well
his
done with your
classroom.
mandrake.
Most
They
strange.
can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later, even with soil, sunlight, and...
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a diff. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outs. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh!
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaw. Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping. Go on. Grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your things. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that... not saying you can't go it alone, but...
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we, probably... Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh.
Magical plants have so much to offer.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything.
Those mandrakes are really...
Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio.
Someone from the Ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
I saw an aura badge on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be... Come and see me when you've finished brewing.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I...
You're as clever as I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll already be in Sharp's office with...
I don't...
You...
Ivan...
I understand. I'll sort something.
A well-prepared... Precision is key. Proficiency in potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. Why we...
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot.
Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh, Mel.
Dragon Dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth. Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries.
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite... You've done well today.
I'm glad I was able to meet...
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply any... And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question.
Oh, thank you. That mean? And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless...
I'm glad I was able to get it.
You must simply have a knack. Some students... A fascinating language, by the way. Neither. Merlin's beard, good con. Speaking of stuff...
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of the term.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio. I should investigate. Lumos. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Incendio. Reparo. Levioso. Accio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend.
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matt. I am not going to sit by and...
Good.
Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about him. I was thinking that we could investigate.
All right, but how?
In the meantime, remember, I am here if you...
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be serious.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You should never have come here.
What's happening?
Incendio. Levioso.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
I'm not going anywhere.
I'm not done with you. Stop that right now.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists.
It's a long story, but...
Best get moving.
You're a
Nor...
Merlin? Fixtures?
I believe.
I'm not sure...
No one as yet, I suspect.
Mallow Sweet?
Versatile herb. I had just arrived to test you.
The Mallow Sweet is meant...
Precise. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallow Sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features.
Revelio.
Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This
Incendio.
uncharted territory. I am curious about Merlin's beard.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Revelio.
Incendio!
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit. Dear, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that...
We can indeed. How does it work? I must...
Are all of the trials?
Oh, you should feel free to solve them as you come across them. My guess is that each will also require... I really must be... And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes.
Revelio.
I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.